Okay. I'm streaming. Stream help. Alright. Let's get going. Start Grand Theft Auto online, and then we'll get logged in and everything, and then we'll start our conversations. So yeah, today I thought I'd stream just randomly. I'm not really gonna have schedules for my live streams. I'm just gonna stream whenever I feel like it. Is the game even opening? Anyways. Yeah, back to what I was saying. I'm not gonna have a set schedule for live streams. I'm just gonna stream whenever I feel like it. Because I got reviews to edit, and some days I just am too lazy to do anything. But, yeah. But for today I felt bored, so thought I'd start streaming. And depending how this stream goes and the corresponding stream highlights videos that I'll post, depending on how well all that does, we'll see if I'll make this weekly thing. Just to put something in between the other reviews and stuff, just to keep this channel in the algorithm, maybe. So then this channel will be more of a variety thing, where the live streams I just talk about what I'm interested in and all of that stuff, and the controversies of the week, and just basic gaming and superhero stuff. Then I'll post those highlights, I guess, scheduled videos, all that. Oh. I haven't played this game in a while, so the controls may be a little odd, and my gameplay might be a little dumb. But for now, let's go to an invite-only session. Because that's the best way to do this stuff. Because I do not like being with other people because of the griefing. I've seen online that the griefing hasn't been as bad lately, but my luck, I'm gonna be griefed to hell. So, yeah. So I'm gonna check up on all my businesses while I yap. So, the first topic of conversation is Superman. So, as you know, a couple days ago, we got our first look at this new Superman suit. And I've seen a lot of people say that it looks bad. I really don't think it looks bad. I think it looks great, honestly. And the other thing about it, though, is a lot of people liked Henry Cavill's Superman. So I can see why a lot of people would not like the suit, just because they loved Henry Cavill so goddamn much. And I'm one of those people. I thoroughly enjoyed Henry Cavill's Superman. He was a fantastic Superman. And And, you know what? I might do VIP work first. Let's see here. Anyways. Yes, Superman is loved by many people, and everybody loved Henry Cavill. So I can see why a lot of people might be a little off-put by a new Superman. But I personally really like the suit. Does it look a little, I don't know, low budget? Yes, it does. I will admit it does look low budget. But, like, remember Robert Pattinson's Batman? When we first saw this suit, everybody had the same reaction. It was like, oh, it looks awful. It doesn't look like real Batman. That's not my Batman. And all that stuff. But then once it came to the actual movie, the suit looked really good in action. So that's what I think is going to happen with the Superman suit. I think once the movie comes out and it has some added detail to the suit, as well as some added CGI, I think it'll look fantastic. And two, you got to see the point here is that the movie has been like 25% filmed from what I've heard. So the movie isn't even filmed all the way. So they can probably change the look in post if certain things don't look right. So I really do have high hopes for the movie, as well as just the suit. And I don't know why so many people are so mad about the suit. Like, people are saying it's like the worst thing they've ever seen. And it's just like, why are you people so dramatic about this? I think the suit looks fine. So, hopefully people do come around to it and start liking the suit. But there's a lot of people, and I don't know if it's just Snyder fans just being Snyder fans. But it's just irritating to see that no matter what, people aren't gonna like it. So I think we should just wait for the movie to come out, and then we'll judge the suit. But yeah, I personally enjoy it. Like, it does look real enough. And if you notice, he does have the trunks, which is great. I like that. I was unsure if I wanted trunks or not, but once I saw the actual image of the trunks, yeah, I really enjoyed it. So, we might get a classic Superman, which I've always wanted to see. Now, the question is of the background. Now, the background of the image does look a little goofy, I will admit. But it's a comic book movie. Things are supposed to be a little goofy. And that's the thing you gotta remember with superhero movies, is that things are gonna look goofy. And it's not the end of the world if something looks a little weird. Because again, it's a comic book movie. You should expect some goofiness. But I do think the colors in the background look a little weird. Because there's like a little bit of green. So a lot of people are thinking that might be Green Lantern fighting whatever that thing is shooting off that beam. And speaking of the beam, I have seen a lot of speculation saying that it is Solaris. Solaris? I don't know how to pronounce the name. But the fun fact about him is that he's a man-made star or something? I don't really know who Solaris is, because I've never seen him before. So it'll be interesting to see if that is indeed Solaris, Because I did a little quick Google when I saw the name. I did a little Google just to see who it was. And it seems like it could be an interesting thing. But from what I've seen, he's more of a Justice League villain rather than Superman's villain. So that would call into question the reason why we're probably going to see Green Lantern and Hawkgirl, and I forget who else. But that could be the reason why those characters are going to be in the movie, is to help Superman fight Solaris. So, it'd be interesting to see how that works. And, also another theory I saw was the fact that the picture we saw wasn't the actual Superman. Now, I want to be perfectly clear, I do not believe in this theory, but this is a theory that's been seen by me online, is that that's not the real Superman, and that's why the suit looks a little goofy. I think it's just people trying to cope, but some people are saying that it's a clone of Superman, and Lex Luthor made the suit, and that's why it looks so goofy, because it's a Lex Luthor thing. I personally think that is the suit 100%, but we'll have a different suit by the end of the movie. I think. I'm not sure, but you never know. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. But I think more people will come around to this suit. I just wish people didn't jump down each other's throats because of it. But besides that, we have that theory, the clone theory. I do not believe that at all, because James Gunn himself actually shot down that theory that Superman's evil twin is going to be the bad guy. No. But something I did notice was when James Gunn was debunking the rumors of evil Superman being the villain, is that he mentioned that Lex Luthor was the villain. But he didn't say main villain. He just said Lex Luthor is a villain. So that could mean that we really truly do not know our main villain yet. Now, I personally wanted it to be Brainiac, but I don't think we're there yet. Quite honestly. Because it wouldn't make sense. It would be like, how did Brainiac find Superman? You know what I mean? But if, like, 1 or 2 movies, Superman's fighting these legendary villains, then Brainiac hears about that, and then triangulates the position of Superman, because then, as of right now, you would assume that Brainiac has no clue that any Kryptonian is still alive. Because at this point, he assumes they're all dead. Whereas, if he heard about a Kryptonian who is on Earth, then he'd be like, wait a minute, this is a rare artifact that I can get. Because he doesn't see them as humans, he just sees them as a means for him to collect the rarest items in the universe. So he'd want to get Superman. So I don't see Brainiac coming into the equation until at least the 3rd movie, if they're making a 3rd one. And I kinda I don't know. I kind of would like to have Brainiac be a Justice League villain rather than Superman's villain. I just realized I had no sound on my desktop. Oh, that's why. Because I don't have audio in the game. Haha. I'll fix that. Settings. Audio. Sound effects. On. But I'll keep the music down because don't want to be hit with a copyright claim. Oh, I hate this one. Tequila La. I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. I hate Tequila La. It is such a bad... This is such a bad, side thing. Like, you go and beat them up, like, the combat, that hand-to-hand combat in this game is so shit. It is bad. So this one's always frustrating. Anyways. So, I would like Brainiac to be a main villain of the Justice League, because he seems like such a powerful villain. Like, it would almost feel like a waste having him just go against Superman, because Superman's quite a threat. Because wouldn't he also want to have Earth in a way? Because in my opinion, I feel like they should go with the Injustice 2 storyline. Now, I know they're not gonna go one for one. They're not gonna go one for one with the Injustice 2 storyline. Because we already know Supergirl is gonna be in the Superman movie. We already know she's gonna be in there. So, oh no, where am I going? Oh no! Run! Ah, shit! We know Supergirl is gonna be in the movie. So, actually, no. I'm forgetting the story of Injustice. It was Brainiac that destroyed Krypton in the... And I'm talking about the video game. Superman was... No. Brainiac destroyed Superman's world. And so, he wanted to capture Supergirl as well as Superman because he, in his opinion, thought they were rare. Which obviously he's correct, they are rare. Because there's only 2 surviving Kryptonians. So they could do that plot. But I don't know if... I don't know. I'd like an original story, but I also wouldn't mind if they did it that way. But, yeah. In the end, I'm really excited for Superman. And I was saddened by Henry Cavill's departure, but this is James Gunn we're talking about. Come on. He directed Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3, all fantastic movies. And he did Peacemaker, which is another fantastic show. So I have full confidence that he will make a great Superman movie. So, yeah. Ooh. Just had to catch my breath, that was while I was talking. Anyways. So the Nintendo Switch 2 has been basically confirmed. All but confirmed. And me and Nintendo, I love Nintendo games. I do, I really do. But man, they're expensive. Their games are way too expensive. Like really, you're gonna make me pay $100 Canadian for a 5-year-old game? No. But I am excited for the Nintendo Switch 2. It wasn't exactly confirmed, but it was basically confirmed. Because Miyamoto, I think it is, the head of Nintendo, he tweeted saying that we should expect the successor to the Nintendo Switch this fiscal year, which is from March 31st, 2024 to March 31st, 2025. I'm pretty sure. So, that means anytime between now and March 31st, 2025, we will have a new Nintendo Switch. I'm assuming, just because of the wording. Now, I personally, right now, am not really interested in the Nintendo Switch 2, because I already own a Nintendo Switch, but I've barely touched it in a couple of years, just because the games are so damn expensive. But the games I do have, I do like, which is Super Mario Maker 2 and Mario Kart Deluxe, I think. But it's Mario Kart 8, nonetheless. And I have Minecraft, just to play Minecraft on the go. And usually, I pay for the subscription for online. So that means I have access to the older Super Mario games and Donkey Kong and all that. Which those are fantastic games, by the way. If you haven't played those, play them. Anyways. Yeah, so I'm not really interested in the Switch 2. But that all depends on what will be the benefits. Like, I've heard rumors they'll have ray tracing. Like, which I think, oh my god, that's insane. Ray tracing on a Nintendo Switch? That would be incredible. That would make it more powerful than the Steam Deck. Yes. And in my opinion, that's insane to think about. A handheld from Nintendo that is more powerful than a Switch. No, wait. A Nintendo Switch that is more powerful than a Steam Deck? That would be incredible. But the only problem with that is the games are probably going to be more expensive. Which is so stupid. But that's besides the point. I would be interested if it had ray tracing, which has been rumored that ray tracing will be a part of this system. 60 frames per second, I've heard 4K, but no way could the Switch 2 be capable of 4K 60 FPS gameplay with ray tracing. Like, come on. Not even the PS5 can do that. Although, Spider-Man 2 has ray tracing at 60 FPS, but I don't know if it's a solid 4K. That's the only question about that. So the Switch 2 would have to be pretty damn powerful. It'd have to be as powerful as a PlayStation 5 to run games like that, which I'm skeptical of. I'd have to see proof for me to believe those numbers. But another thing I would like is Bluetooth, because it makes absolutely no sense that the Switch right now does not have Bluetooth. So stupid. Bluetooth is so common now that, yeah, the new system needs Bluetooth. And call me crazy, but I think the system also needs to have an OLED screen. Yes, I say OLED screen because they already have a Switch OLED that is out. So, I would assume that if they can implement an OLED into a system that came out like a year or two ago, they can implement it into their new system, because then that would be an immediate downgrade. So they need to incorporate the OLED screen. That they need. But here's a worry I have with the Switch being so powerful. Again, this is just rumored. Is that I don't like the idea of it being that powerful because of a thing that happened with the ROG Ally, I think it was, where the SD cards in the system were melting because the handheld would get so hot. That I would be afraid of. So they would have to keep the SD card as far away from the heatsink as possible. So hopefully they have that figured out. But if you want to know my true thoughts on this, is that I've heard another rumor that is far, far more likely, is that it'll be as powerful as a PS4. That I like better, because it does keep the
come through to the nightclub management tab and you'll see.
It keeps the temperature lower.
Okay.
And the lower the temperature, the better, because then it's less likely for things to go wrong. Also, I would not be disappointed with that. A lot of people would, but my opinion on that is the PS4 was a pretty capable system. Sure, the CPU wasn't great, but otherwise, it was a pretty good system. Like, I had it as primary system for years, and it worked great. Sure, it got loud at points, but sounds like an jet engine taking off. But other than that, the system ran very well. So I would not be disappointed with PS4 levels of graphics and stuff. And two, imagine PS4 level games coming from Nintendo. Do you know how insane that would be? Like, yeah, their games would be bonkers. I think if all this stuff is true, like the PS4 stuff is true, then this system, depending on the price, could be like really amazing. I just hope they know what they're doing. Yes, they're gonna price gouge us. That's just how it's gonna work, which really sucks. Oh, I gotta remember the controls for this. Oh boy. Up. I'm gonna figure this out. No. W? Ah. Okay. We figured out where to go. Oh, and shift is forward. Alright. The PC controls for this game is just, it sucks. The controls for keyboard with the flying vehicles, the aircraft. This is forward, right? Yes. Yes. And this is back. Alright. I figured it out. That's down. Alright. So I would like to see that. Because then maybe we could also have other games ported. Possibly. Like if Sony and Xbox put their way in, we could have Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Switch. Or we can get Wolfenstein games, Fallout. We can get a lot more games on the Switch. Possibly God of War 2018 or Ragnarok, because let's be real here. The graphics in Ragnarok and 2018's are exactly the same. So think of the possibilities we can have with this system. It'd be insane. But besides all that, there's also a name we need to have. Like, what do we even call it? Like, some people have said the Switch Advanced or the Super Switch. I don't like Super Switch. That sounds really dumb and just cheesy. So I would say the Switch Advanced, that's a good name. I like that. Because they have to keep the name Switch in there somehow. Just for brand recognition. So then they can rely on that recognition of, oh, this is the Switch. And if they call it Switch Advanced, then people will be like, oh, okay, this is the more advanced version of the Switch. Because you also gotta remember that too. The Switch is a family console. It was advertised as family friendly and fun for the whole family. So they have to rely on that marketing in order to sell the system. So, and not to sound like an extreme gatekeeper or anything, but the average family doesn't know a thing about technology and gaming and all of that. So they don't really care about power or any of that. They just care about having fun. So Nintendo needs to kind of be simplistic in their naming of things because of the people who aren't entirely aware of technology and stuff. And it makes sense. It's a good marketing strategy. And that's why I think they made so much money with the Switch. Was because it was so family friendly. And it was advertised as family friendly. Did they have games that weren't so family friendly? Of course. Like Doom, I think. That is not a family fun game. Well, depends who you ask. But generally, that's not a game families play. But Yeah, my point is that I think the Switch 2 will make a hell of a lot of money. And I'm honestly more excited to see what they have to offer us. And that brings up another point, which is I've heard rumors, and when I say I've heard rumors, it's just random ass posts and stuff I've seen on Twitter or from YouTubers. Like a Spawn Wave. A lot of what I'm saying I heard in a Spawn Wave video. So that's where I'm getting a lot of my rumor stuff. But like, one thing I thought of was, if the rumors are true that the system will not be backwards compatible, which is really stupid. That's such a dumb thing. But you know why Nintendo's doing it is so that they can make more money. So then they can be like, oh, you wanted Luigi's Mansion 3 to be played on your new Switch? Well, too bad. You're gonna have to rebuy the game to play it on the Switch Advanced. That is extremely anti-consumerist, but this is Nintendo we're talking about. They don't care about you. They think they want your money. But yeah, because of that, you gotta wonder, what is gonna be our incentive to purchase their product? You know? So my theory is, they're gonna... Now, it's already been confirmed that the next Nintendo Direct, they won't say a thing about the next Switch. Nintendo themselves have said, don't expect anything from us about the next Switch. Which makes sense. So, I think in the fall, like September, October-ish, they're going to have a Nintendo Direct that is specifically for announcing the next Switch. Now you might be asking, why would they have an entire hour Direct just for an announcement of one system? Well, one of them is to obviously show us the new features of the system, and then after they show us the features, then to show us the features and all of that fun stuff of why we should be buying it, and also to sell us games for this system. Because if the system's not backwards compatible, they have to release the system with games, obviously. So I think they're gonna have certain games be shown up, like maybe a new Metal Gear, or Final Fantasy, or another Super Mario game, another Super Mario Maker, maybe even another Mario Kart, because that's always a top seller, a Mario Kart. So I wouldn't be surprised if that would be a launch exclusive, is a new Mario Kart. That'd be fun. But that's all that's really available to think of right now. That's all I can think of right now with this system. So now all we do is just wait, and hopefully it'll be something good. So I thought I'd talk more about my YouTube channel. Now, I know channel updates are kind of cringe, because it's like, who the hell cares? Especially if I only have 341 subscribers, who really gives a crap? But I like, even if I have a small amount of people who watch my videos, I still like to keep people informed, just so that they know what to expect from my channel so they don't waste their time. But I know it can be a slippery slope, because then you promise things, and then if you don't deliver on what you promise, then how are people supposed to take your word for things? That's why when you tell people certain things about your channel, you should kind of keep it vague. But I don't really care. I'm going to tell you no matter what. So, first thing I want to talk about is new reviews. So, as you know, I posted about a month ago that I'm working on longer form reviews. And I still am, don't worry. I still am, and working on one right now. I may or may not tell you what it is, but for now, what I will say is that new reviews will be coming. And contrary to what I posted about a few weeks ago about me waiting for a capture card, no, I decided to review a different game that is on PC, so then I can get a review out earlier than originally thought. So I'm excited about that. And capture card, I think it can wait, because the next few games I'm going to review are going to be on PC. Because I did get a new computer. If you read my community posts, I did get a new computer. So, I can be more aggressive with my video uploads, which are coming to an end in the next, like, week or two. Not because I'm quitting, but because I stopped doing full playthroughs. So that's another thing I must warn you about, is that it's gonna look like I abandoned my channel, but I have not. And this live streaming is gonna kind of prove that. Again, the live streaming is not a permanent thing for right now. It's just whenever I feel like it. So, my point is that I'm not going to get a capture card just yet. So I'm just going to go and do game reviews on games on PC. And I'll do some streaming. And I'll post clips from these YouTube channels, like including this one. So I'll like have the subject to talk about. And then I'll talk about that subject in the live stream. Interact with whoever talks about it as well. And I'll clip those videos. I'll clip those moments in the stream and post those up. I think it's a good way to multitask. Yes. It's a good way to multitask, because then I can get a video recorded and also live stream at the same time. So it's... Wow, I already lower on supplies. I need to resupply already. Yeah, it's hitting two birds with one stone. And there are some people I follow that do that, like Luke Stevens, he does that. Where he has certain subjects he talks about, and then he posts those clips on his YouTube channel, which I think is smart. This review, which is still up on my channel by the way, is one of my worst reviews. It's one of the worst reviews I have ever posted. Do you know why? Because I didn't complete the game. Now, my number one rule for reviewing things is to complete the entire game or movie or TV show before you review it. That's my number one rule. And we'll touch back on that later on in the stream. But what's happening here? Hold on a second. Everything's fine. You just tell me my stream wasn't streaming. Anyways. Yes. So, my Fallout 76 review was terrible. You can still view it on my channel, it's just... Uh-oh. We froze. We froze. The game froze. Uh-oh. Damn it. I'm gonna have to exit the game. Task manager. GTA 5. Close. Wait. Back in. Don't worry, we'll get back into my conversation after we're back in. Library. Fine. Switch to vanilla just to be sure. Yeah, for some reason the game just froze. For no reason. Well, I'm sure there was a reason, but just decided to stop working. So we'll get back into the conversation after I'm back in the lobby. I mostly want to go back into the playable part of the game, because then when I post the video, it's entertaining instead of them just staring at a loading screen the entire time. It's a bit dumb. Although if I talk about it, I could switch in post, just extract the audio and put it on top of another game, but that's a lot of work. If this live stream keeps going, you're gonna figure out that I'm quite a lazy person. Very quick.
Can you believe it? We own this place.
Okay.
Hey, boss.
Back to the conversation. Yeah, I was saying that my Fallout 76 review was the worst review I have ever done, and it is the worst one I have ever done. Because I didn't finish the game. Now, I did say that oh, I'm confusing myself here. So yeah, my worst ever reviewed game was Fallout 76. Now I say is my worst reviewed because I didn't review it properly. Because what I did was I said the game was bad and like it was boring, honestly. And this was back when the game was pretty damn bad, so it was boring and all that. But I made one fatal mistake, and that was not finishing the game. Now, you may say, oh well, that's not that bad. Yeah, it is, because I didn't finish the game. And you need to review things based off of finishing things, so you know the full context of stuff. And what I did was, I chickened out of the game because of one enemy in the game was the Mothman. Now, I am not kidding you. That is the scariest thing I have seen in a video game. Besides that giant baby in Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Village. That baby in that game was horrifying. Anyways, the Mothman, that was scary. Because I only saw the Mothman at nighttime in the game. And there's nothing like seeing big giant red eyes staring at you. And it's like, it was so scary. So me being an idiot, stopped playing the game, and I reviewed the game anyways. I should not have reviewed it. But I left the review up because reasons. I don't know exactly why I left it up. I'm gonna keep it up because it's like I got nothing to hide. It was a bad review and oh well. But my point is, now that I'm done that tangent, is that I will be doing long reviews. And these long reviews, I will be delving into every little mechanic within the game. Like customization, or racing, activities, collectibles, all that stuff. Like, I'll be talking about everything within the game. And certain videos may have a certain style. I wanted them to be heavily edited, so then you're entertained the whole time. And, I might as well tell you what my next review is. My next review is Watch Dogs 2 for PC. And you may be asking, why that game? Well, I really enjoyed the game when I was younger. And that's gonna be the basis of a lot of my reviews. Is, for now, at least until I get monetized, I'm gonna review games that I enjoy. Because I feel like if I am reviewing a game that I enjoy, then I'm more likely to take it seriously. So, like Watch Dogs 2, I really enjoyed that game. So you're more likely to see a high quality video off of that. And I'm passionate, so I can really get into the nitty gritty of certain games. And so then that would be more entertainment for you guys. And this is entertainment. Or at least supposed to be. And, yeah. But once I get monetized, I might start going into more popular games. Instead of just reviewing games I like, I'll review the more popular games. Because then I could put my the money I make off of YouTube into buying the newest game. But for now, just playing the games I love. Because I already own them, so it's like, that guy just one-shotted me. Anyways. So that is the point. So, and you know what, I might as well tell you other games I'm gonna try and review. So right now I'm playing Watch Dogs 2. Which, by the way, I have finished the game, and I have finished the script. I just have to get to recording it. So hopefully I give that a timeline of like 2 months. Just to be safe. So yeah. And then Sleeping Dogs, which I played that game twice already. And after that, maybe Saints Row 2. That I'm already reviewing Watch Dogs 2, but I was in the middle of doing the Saints Row 2 review. In the middle of that, I just decided to do another review. Because I really want to make sure the Saints Row 2 video is good. Because the game is my favorite game. It is. Yes. Saints Row 2 is my top, like, #1 favorite game. So I want to make sure that that review is solid. So I'm gonna be more safe and do this. Oh, is this gonna be the damn UPS one? Anyways, doesn't matter. Oh, it isn't. Oh, yes, it's the big truck. Good. But yeah. So,
how you doing?
Back to me saying that I want a certain style for each video. I kind of want... It's kind of hard. I want the videos to be similar. What is going on here? Oh. Damn. It's making me high. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Yeah, I want each video to be distinct. Like Watch Dogs 2's video, I'm gonna make it like techie. And I don't want to make them cringe also. Yeah. I want it to be cool, but I don't want it to be cringe. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta find that line between good and cringe. What is going on? Good and cringe. And it's really hard to see the line between that sometimes. Really. So, oh, sorry, this game is just really distracting me.
Well, I'm not ruling out extraterrestrial beings. Shit, man!
How am I supposed to lose the cops? I'm supposed to call like Lester or something? Oh, this is bad. This is awful, Rockstar.
About the symbol spelled in Guatemala?
You ain't got the sense, God give a rock.
Sorry, I gotta concentrate here. This is really bad.
Dude, it's fucking weird. It's like a landing strip in the desert.
Oh my fucking god!
And
If it isn't my creepy silent friend. How can I help?
move. Thank you.
So you don't want to get in serious trouble, huh?
I need some
Okay.
grass.
Leave it with me.
Back to what I was saying. I got to make sure the video is good, but not cringe. So, my Watch Dogs 2 video is gonna be like techie kind of stuff. Techie slash dystopian, maybe. So like I'm gonna have cool transitions, like glitched transitions and stuff like that.
Hey, wanna do a juice cleanse with me?
You know? Or like I'm gonna make it suit the theme of the game. The theme of the game is basically gonna be the theme of the video. So like Sleeping Dogs 2, those are about the triads. So I'm gonna kinda try and make it more. Those are gonna be harder because I don't want to come off as racist in those videos. So, yeah. That's kind of what I want to do with those long form reviews. Just so then they're more entertaining. Yeah. But with long reviews come the short reviews. Now the short reviews, I don't know how I'm gonna do them. Meaning like I know how to do them, but when? Like how often? Like am I gonna do a long review and then a short review? Long review, short review? Like switching between them? Or I don't know. Because right now I want to do the long review and then a short review. But
It's fucking spiritual, bro.
I have a specific idea in mind, which is that the short ones will be done if I'm doing a long review. Then the short review could be like a little thing I post just to keep people happy, or me happy, more likely. So then, like, for instance, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. Very excited for that game. I will 100% review it. But the problem is, we all know it's gonna be a long game. It's a Rockstar game. Come on. It's gonna be a long game. It's gonna take a while to review. You know? That's gonna take a while. So, what do I do then in between? I need to have something up. So that's why I would have one game reviewed. And it would be a short form review. I wouldn't go into the nitty gritty of things. I would just talk about my general thoughts of the game.
How's 8:30?
Yeah. And that's pretty much it for the short review stuff. Yeah. So that's my update on my channel. So you should see more game reviews up. Just generally more good things. Okay. So I did a gun run. Now I will... What's next? For... I go to cocaine's.
Hello,
Yeah, so... Grand Theft Auto 6. A lot of chaos about Grand Theft Auto 6. Now what do I say that hasn't already been said? I'll just put my general thoughts of the game in. I am beyond excited for Grand Theft Auto 6. This is like the game I've been waiting for.
I'm on the clock. What
Yeah.
you want? Some wheels? I'll get there as soon as I can.
Because I do enjoy Grand Theft Auto as a series. And I enjoy open world simulation games. Like Grand Theft Auto, perfect example. And I may not have grown up on Grand Theft Auto. When I was younger, I wouldn't say I was in a strict household, but I would say that my mother was more aware than other parents about what Grand Theft Auto was. She understood that Grand Theft Auto was not a game for children. So I never really had access to the game. But I did have access to Saints Row 2. Saints Row is not the same as Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm gonna make that clear. They're not the same game. There are many distinctions. Anyways, my whole point is that one of the first games I've ever played was an open world game. And ever since then, I've been infatuated with these type of games. So, Grand Theft Auto being one of them. And Grand Theft Auto 6, in my opinion, is the perfect game. Because it's set in a nice warm area in the United States. It has a male and a female that you will be able to play as. Best of both worlds. Because I will admit, I do like playing as female characters in video games. I do. And so, sometimes I feel like it's just the best of both worlds. And it's placed in the fictional state of Florida, which is what could I even say about that? It's Florida, for crying out loud. And it looks like it has, from the trailer, it has cool cars, trucks, which I am a truck enjoyer. The graphics look amazing. And it's shocking to me that the graphics are probably going to look even better once the game is out. And from the rumors, the map is going to be pretty damn large. Twice the size of Grand Theft Auto 5's map, which is insane to think about. How are they going to populate that? That's my question. And are they going to have a deserty area, which... you can't really have a deserty area because it's Florida. There aren't any deserts in Florida. So wetlands and stuff. It's going to be amazing. I absolutely cannot wait for the game to come out. But it's the speculation, though. Like, the past few days, it's been Trailer 2's coming out this week. Trailer 2's coming out this week. I don't think it is. Because I've seen evidence from other YouTubers and stuff on their opinions on this. And I can safely say we're not getting Trailer 2 before next Tuesday, which is the earnings call. That's why everybody's in such a tizzy about the game. Because like, oh my god, they're gonna show us something in a week. I don't... They may show screenshots. I hope we get something. But are we getting a trailer? No. But it was like, today for instance, I log into Twitter and everybody's going bonkers, saying that we're gonna get new screenshots this week, woo woo woo. And their proof was that the Rockstar updated their website. What this means is that people thought we were gonna get screenshots because Rockstar did update their website and there was a new category added to their website called screens. Now I looked up screens for other games and they were screenshots for like Grand Theft Auto 5 for LA Noire and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, this is pretty compelling news. And proof that we were finally gonna get some screenshots. And it looked like there might be 4 screenshots. But for some reason people are saying it's not going to be 4. But it literally says right there, image 1, 2, 3, and 4 JPEG. So I don't know why people are saying no, it's not going to be 4. But then I saw, like an hour later, that apparently they took that part of the website down. So now it's like, oh. So it's almost like they were screwing with us on purpose. I don't think they were. They might have just been doing, I think, this is my theory, is that they did add screenshots to the website for Grand Theft Auto 6, but they coded it in a weird way where it accidentally showed the text for screens, and then they didn't realize that, then they turned that text off. That's my theory. Yes. My theory is just that it was just a mistake on their end. Which is fine, every developer makes a mistake. Like, it's not a big deal. But it would be interesting to see what the screenshots will be. Will they be of our main characters? Will they be of certain cars? Or I don't know. It's like Grand Theft Auto 5, they had, I think one of them was a screenshot of Trevor. But this was after it was confirmed that there were 3 main characters. We still don't know who the main... We technically should not know who the main characters are. As far as we know, it's Lucia and an unnamed dude. But if you know the leaks, you know it's Jason. Who that guy is. But there have been rumors that names have been changed. Certain characters' names have been changed. So, there's still a chance that he's not named Jason. Which I highly doubt that, but it's just interesting to see that. So like, yeah, we got pictures of some main characters, some landscapes. Like, I think we might get another screenshot of the beach. Some more cars, possibly. Like, maybe street racing they might show. I think they'll show a mixture of things. Yeah. So they'll show racing, they'll show one picture of Lucia, and maybe the wetlands, and the beach. They'll definitely show that again. They might show a club. Like, there's so many things that they could show us for that. And another theory that was pointed out for why we won't get the trailer, and it was information from a YouTuber called GTA Man, and he said that it wouldn't make sense for them to release a new trailer mere months after the first trailer, which it's only been like, what, 5-6 months since we got the trailer? So it's been about half a year. So development has gone forward, obviously. They're in their final stages, from what's rumored. But at the same time, things may not have changed very much within the development of the game. So like graphics wise, they may not have done much to the graphics. Because if you remember with Red Dead 2, you could see a noticeable difference in the upgrading character models. Like, trailer 2, like compare the final trailer of Arthur Morgan to the first time we ever see him. The difference is staggering. Even from the last trailer to the final game. Like, the difference was very noticeable in graphics. Which is another proof as to the fact that what they're showing us is actually what's in the game. But the point is that we're not going to see much difference with 6 months of development. But a year? Yes. So they want to show us something that'll look even better than the first trailer. Yeah, imagine that. The second trailer is going to be better than the first trailer. Like, just think of that. And 2, with a year more of development, they have more to show us. Because what's the point in showing us more of something they don't have? Because, fun fact, Grand Theft Auto 5 in the first trailer, there's some maps actually missing. Some parts of the map are actually missing. If you look at the trailer, you can actually see parts of the map are still missing. Like certain buildings aren't there, and you can actually just see the edge of the map. So it's funny. So that meant that when they first showed us Grand Theft Auto 5, that the map really was not completed. So that's the same point that's given to Grand Theft Auto 6. Is that there's probably parts of the map that they had to update and make look better and finalize. And that takes a long time. So they have to wait a year because more of the map is completed. So then they have more to show us of the map and the activities and all that. And I say that's smart. And Rockstar seems to be smart with teasing us. They're very good at teasing. So, and yeah, I just feel like a lot of people don't seem to understand game development, especially when the leaks first came out for Grand Theft Auto 6. Like, a lot of people, you can tell, had no idea how game development really worked. And I felt really bad for the Rockstar developers, because it's like, this is literally their life's work. And it was all spoiled just for people to judge them and be like, oh, the game looks like shit. When it's like, no. I was one of the smart ones, and I just thought it was cool just to see how they develop things. Because Rockstar is very secretive about how they develop things and just plain how they do things. So it was interesting to see the Rage engine in action, just to see how they did things. And if you carefully watch the videos, you can actually understand what's going on. Because some people were like, well, this makes no sense. But like, I have the files of the leaks, but Obviously I won't show them. Rockstar, please don't knock on my door. But I have them fresh on my computer, and if you look at one of them, like, for instance, I'll describe one where it shows like an El Camino looking vehicle, and it's driving down the highway, and there's like an off-ramp on the right. Well, not an off-ramp, but it's like a place to jump off of. There's like a ramp. Like, the vehicle jumps off the ramp, but it stops like mid-air and just drops. I think that's how it happens. And people were like, well, why would they record that? That looks stupid. The reason why they would record that is because it's on a Slack account. That means the original guy who made that jump, he made the jump and be like, okay, here you go, here's the jump. And then the game tester actually tested the ramp to make sure that the car can go off the ramp. But he noticed there was a glitch and that the car didn't go off the ramp properly. So he recorded the video of the car not going off the ramp. So then he would send that back to the developer, and the developer would fix that glitch. That's what that was. Whereas a lot of people were being like, they're just wasting time with the game and stuff, and it's like, no, they're literally debugging the game. I feel like there were a lot of, I'm gonna say it, a lot of children were saying that. Oh, the game looks like shit. Oh, what are they doing? They're wasting their time. Oh, I'm not buying this game. And it's like, you don't understand game development. It's like, of course the game is not gonna look good. Even though it actually did look good already. It's just some people are thick skulled, so they don't understand certain things. And it was like, literally the game looked as good as released Ubisoft games. Like, come on. Anyways, it was nice to see after that all the of the internet coming together to be like, we understand. And all the developers showing the best looking games in development, saying that, see, even these games, the best games ever released, look like this. Like, graphics come second, you know. And it's nice to see that. But my point is that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to sell extremely well, and I wish all the best to the people who are developing this game, because it'll sure be a good one. So I'm a bit worried about my stream because, not because I'm not getting viewers, I'm not bothered by that at all, I'm just using this as an excuse to talk to myself. But, yeah, my stream's acting weird because it says like 316, stream is healthy, 401, no data, 402, stream is healthy. Stream is healthy. 424, no data. 425, stream is healthy. So it's saying like no data, like YouTube is not currently receiving data. So I'm afraid, because I'm talking about things, or certain things gonna be cut out because this stream wasn't streaming. So I'm gonna have to, hopefully it's not too bad. But, what is... my next thing to do. I already sold off the weed. I'm not selling off coke yet. The stream is almost over. Only have one more topic and then I'm done for today. Let's see if I can get a race. But I have to make sure my microphone's off first though, because I don't want people thinking I'm an idiot just talking. Audio output. Key bindings. No, obviously. Voice chat off. Good. Listening off. Okay. Let's make sure that's still off, because I don't want people in my... I'm playing other matches and... Look at that! $1,000. So I'll see if I can get into an online race. Just... because... how do I do that? Quick join... Series? Race. For now, I'll just drive around. So, my next topic is Fallout. The Fallout TV show. Man, what a good show. Now, I'm not gonna be like reviewing every bit of the show, but I'll just talk about things that came to mind and some other, like, I'm not gonna just talk about, well, I'll talk about the show, but like I won't just talk about my opinions on it. But from my experience, I really liked the show. It was very cool seeing the just seeing everything, and it was actually represented well. I'm not really into video game TV shows just because they're usually really bad. Usually. Which car do I pick? Well, I guess I'm just stuck with a car. Anyways. Why won't you let me? I really like the main character because she was just fun. And I've noticed some people who called her Mary Sue, which she is not. Not even close. Because throughout her younger years, they show her training. They show that she's a very capable person. And so basically it's not surprising that she can do a lot of the things that she does in the show. And I came from the mindset of the games, not from like a TV show reviewer. I just thought of it as from like, if I was playing the game, how would I perceive this? So a lot of the things that Lucy didn't bother me, because it would come off as like, oh, she's doing this because she's a woman, whatever. No, not at all. I didn't get that vibe at all from this show. And I was very happy about that. Because there's like certain things like, oh, that doesn't make sense, why would she do that? But if you thought of it from the video game, you're like, wait a minute, we would do the same thing in the game. So it was kind of neat thinking of it that way. That means it was a good show, because you can think of it from the game perspective, and you could still use that logic in the show. And I just like her overall. Like, is she naive? Yeah, but it makes sense that she is naive because she's been living in a vault her entire life. She had no idea what the wasteland was like. And, so it made more sense that she was more happy, more go-lucky, more hee-hee about the world. Because she really thought the world was like the vault. And by the end of the show, is she more angry and all that? Yes. But she's still... there's still a part of her that has hope for the future of the wasteland and all. So it's nice to see a character with growth and all that. Then we have Maximus, where I liked him a lot. Because, Brotherhood of Steel, I liked Brotherhood of Steel. Sure, I don't agree with the way they do things, but I just like them because they're cool. Like, I like their power armor. Really cool power armor. I also, yeah, that's really it. Why I like them. And 2, I like them in Fallout 4. Just because, they have better weaponry. That's really it. Hold on, I'll be... oh no. Sorry, I just had to... Anyways. Where was I? Yes, better weaponry. Yeah, I just liked them because they had better weaponry, so it was easier to get through the game. So, that's why I like them. Otherwise, Maximus was a very good character. Is he power hungry? Yeah, he's quite power hungry. And he does act like an ass when he's wearing the armor, but who can blame him? Like, come on. He's in a cool suit of armor, and he's always been the one that was intimidated by the knights. So, for him to be a knight himself, it felt good to him to have the power. So that's why I think he was an ass. Then, by the end of the show, it's like, no, he's a good dude. And, the ghoul. Oh, the ghoul was my favorite character. Like, hands down, the best character of the show. It's just so cool. Especially with his gun that just blows off limbs. And it's just really cool. I'll be back in a second. Just gotta do something. Alrighty. I am back. So where was I? The Ghoul. Yes, I really liked the Ghoul. He's basically what I do in my game. He's just out to kill everyone. There to make some caps. That's all. And, yeah, I like the, pre-war stuff, too. That was pretty cool to see how it all began and to see how the Vault Boy became the Vault Boy. And, interesting lore with the Ghoul being the Vault Boy. That's pretty cool. I wasn't really okay with it in the beginning, because I thought, I'd rather left that unexplained. But then after a while, I warmed up to it. And, I like the little brother of Lucy. He was good, too. He was, like, one of the only ones that wasn't a coward. That was a good storyline. And, I really liked how they put mystery into the vaults. Because we all know that the vaults are sinister in nature. So we knew there was something weird going on. But that was pretty weird. Now, is it a little weird that they had two vaults have basically kind of the same experience? With 111? Not really a bothersome thing. But a lot of people are talking about how this retcons New Vegas. Now I have to say this. Very controversial opinion, I know. But Fallout 4, I enjoyed Fallout 4 more than New Vegas. There, I said it. Now, the reason why I like Fallout 4 more is because the gun mechanics are so much better. Like, the shooting in New Vegas is so frustrating. It makes the game very hard to play. So I don't like the game for that reason. Like, the farthest I got into the game was where's that military base? Like, north or south? Anyways, I enjoyed it up to there. Now, I tried to play it on PC, but of course it's not working well, because it's an old game on modern hardware. But that's besides the point. And I absolutely got chills in the part of the show when they had Lucy show the NCR flag, and it started playing the Fallout 4 theme music. That actually gave me chills. And I was like, that's so cool. But, yeah. Overall, the show is fantastic. And I couldn't see why you wouldn't like it. Except for one person. And that is Synthetic Man. Now, I'm not going to talk about him much, because I think we should have that story time for a separate stream. But let's just say I used to watch his videos, but I don't agree with his videos anymore. We'll say that. Now, he did a review recently of Fallout, and I flat out disagree with him, as everybody does. Now, the difference here between this review and his others is this time it was obvious he was doing it for rage bait. He can't possibly believe the show was that bad. Like, and it's over the most meaningless stuff. Like, we might even, like the stream where I talk about him, I may even react to his video just to talk about it. But as of right now, I'll just talk a little bit about it and say that his review was bad, especially the first one. Now, the second review of the show is fine. Like, not fine, but like, he has a right to express his opinion. I'm all for free speech, so he has a right to say what he was saying in that video. But at least he actually watched the whole show, or he alleges he watched the whole video, the whole season. But back to his first video that he did. I didn't like it because, for my main reason, I didn't like it because he made it seem like he reviewed the entire show. Because his review, the video title was called Fallout is Officially Dead. Or something like that. Something like a something fetish or whatever. And that made it seem like he watched the entire show. The entire season. And that, in my opinion, is clickbait. Because he did not talk about the whole season. He just talked about episode 1 and made assumptions about the rest of the season based off of one episode. Now, he said that, oh, I'm not allowed to just review the one episode. No, you are allowed to review it. But you can't make it seem like you watched the entire show when you really didn't. That's the problem. But it's like he didn't even watch the show. So I was subbed to him before that review, but after that review, I'm like, no, you lost all integrity. Now I will explain next time about him, just because me simply saying that I used to watch his videos is probably like, oh my god, what the hell? But I feel like I need to explain myself next time we're on stream. But anyways, that's all I have for today. It was a good almost 2 hours. I got a lot more talking out of me than I thought I'd do. Just some days I just feel like talking. And today was one of those days where I thought, hey, I can just start a stream, play some GTA Online, and just ramble about things. And I'll try and post things on my YouTube channel. I don't know if I should post stream highlights on this channel or make a new channel, but that's jumping the gun right now. Right now I'm just gonna see how things go with the other videos, and then once we figure that out, then we'll go from there. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. If any of you did even watch, which, again, that's fine if you didn't watch. It's okay. I still liked watching and playing the game and talking to a microphone. But otherwise, that's all I have for you today. Gotta find the wave. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good day. And see you all whenever I feel like it. Bye, everyone.